Hi guys, Mavis and me back again today to talk about calming signals. Most of us can recognize a dog that is excited by his high ear and tail carriage, or one that is scared because of his hunched up posture. But what about a dog that's just sitting there, licking his lips and gazing off into the distance? Is he ignoring you? Is he worried, happy, friendly, or even aggressive? Believe it or not, his actions are purposeful, and he's trying to communicate with you. These are examples of what behaviorists call calming signals. So what is a calming signal? In the dog world, a calming signal is used to communicate with other dogs. Sometimes it means you're being too overwhelming and you need to bring it down a notch. And other times it can mean I'm insecure, uncomfortable, or unsure about this. Some examples include yawning, sneezing, lip licking, averting the eyes, squinting, slow blinking, lifting a front leg, and sighing. Stretching, random scratching, standing tall, and sniffing the ground can also be calming signals. As you can see, these are all pretty subtle actions. But if you watch dogs together or dogs talk to their people, you will be surprised how often they try to communicate with these calming signals. Look at these two pictures of a Doberman talking to a rambunctious Boston Terrier using calming signals. Notice Adobe's tongue, her eyes, and her lifted leg. Next time you're watching America's Funniest Videos, pay close attention to the dogs in those dog park video clips. Many of them are throwing out calming signals like birdseed at a wedding. See that sneeze? That's a great example of communicating with calming signals. Our Frenchie is wondering if I've set her on this chair so we could play, or if I might have more sinister intentions. She couldn't make it more clear that she does not like when I look at her in the eye. When I turn towards her, she licks her lips and turns away. Initially, she thinks maybe I'm asking something of her, but when I don't make my intentions clear, she lets me know that she's confused and unsure of what I want by being very non-confrontational. You're probably wondering what's so important about these calming signals. By paying close attention to our canine friends, we can use these signals to let us know if we're making our dogs uncomfortable. They might just be flitting moments or of insecurity about the dog's performance or environment, or they can be signs of increasing tension. Okay, here's the Frenchie again. Watch how she responds to me turning away from her, and then back again. You can see that every time I turn to look at her, she licks her lips. It's almost comical how this behavior is repeated. She's being very polite and explaining to me that this attention makes her uncomfortable. When that doesn't work, she simply looks away. My relentless attention kind of drives her to look back at me and try again. You see lots of lip licking, pulled back ear set, and squirming in general. At one point, right about there, you see that? There's a yawn, a sure sign that she's getting confused and upset and isn't certain what I'm up to. With no other option available to her, she withdraws from our conversation and just looks away again. Now, watch the Doberman lick her lips a couple of times and then nervously chew at her back foot. The poor girl doesn't know what I'm doing there next to her bed, and it's making her very anxious. Here's Mavis, confused about why I'm sitting on the floor in front of her bed. Right away she yawns to show her insecurity with the situation. There's that yawn. You can see her freeze when I look at her, and most times I get a lick from her too. Service dogs are so used to making direct eye contact with their owners that being stared at isn't that big of a deal. But when I don't say anything to her to let her know why I'm staring at her, well, that's when she tells me that she's confused. Check this one out. She licks her lips nearly every time I pet her head. In this case, it's not that she doesn't like being pet, it's more that she's uncertain about my intentions. She's letting me know that she is in a non-confrontational state of mind in hopes that I won't react to her in a dominant way. Now look at all the calming signals Mavis gives me at the checkout stand. I will get a couple of licks, a small yawn, and even a stretch. She always does this when I ask her to back up and lay down. And I think it's her way of maybe telling me that she thinks my ideas are kind of stupid. If you are asking your dog to do a new behavior that he recently learned, and you see him yawn or lick his lips, there's a good chance that he's confused and starting to stress. Take his word for it and back off a bit. Maybe move him away from something that is upsetting to him, or make the task easier for him to figure out. When we see our dogs communicating these calming signals, it's a chance for us to speak their language and help them deal with the situation in a more constructive way. Paying attention to them when they talk to us is a great way to help them feel more safe when they are by our side. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you find my videos helpful, and feel free to leave a constructive comment below. Bye!